Hello everyone, I'm Nakwe.
And I'm Peter.
And we are the Birds of Play. In this video, we're going to be comparing the Japanese and the English versions of the newly released full trailer for Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. If you already joined me for a look at the teaser trailer earlier this year, then you should know that there will be quite a bit of overlap, but the full trailer does offer quite a bit of new scenes to take a look at. It's all very exciting.
Before we get started, or before they actually start speaking in the trailer, don't forget to use this opportunity to subscribe to the channel and become a part of our growing Final Fantasy family. Let us walk to the end together. See what I did there? Okay, I'll shut up now until there's actually some dialogue to analyze. Really? I'll be quiet now.
So here's how it's going to work. At the very top we have the English subtitles just as they appear in the English version of the trailer, and then below that we have the Japanese subtitles. Then at the very bottom we have a more literal, or at least an alternative translation of the Japanese dialogue, so we can see how it might be different from the official English version and how the Japanese and English might differ in more general terms. As we can sort of see here, the English version is a bit more Shakespearean or medieval flourish to the language being used, while the Japanese is a bit more straightforward. One of the reasons that Japanese might not be using a more archaic language is that compared to English and its Shakespearean past, medieval Japanese evokes totally different ideas because of its different historical context.
That's so interesting, brother. When do I get to say something?
Hush hush.
Yes.
I also touched on this in our analysis of the teaser trailer, but I feel like the Japanese and the English versions of Alice seem a bit different. The English version being a bit more tomboyish and even a bit rude, at least compared to her Japanese counterpart in this scene, who speaks a lot softer and is less dismissive of Alphino.
I don't have as strong a bond with Alice as with the others, since I missed the binding call of Bahamut at the time, when she was introduced properly, and I've never really gone back.
Well, we kinda have to go back now, because it seems like the twins are going to be really pivotal characters in Endwalker.
Moving on.
Sexy Estinian making his way to the battlefield. I like how he's becoming a bigger part of the story.
You're just saying that because you used to main as Dragoon. Shut up!
Here we have the introduction of a new character, the dragon Virtra. I'm actually not very confident about the official English spelling, but I'm guessing that the name is based on a dragon associated with Hinduism.
So it's like Hreisvelgur and Nidhogg that are derived from Nordic mythology. I like this song.
Saて、この惨状にかの英雄はどういたしますか。遅かったな。この地に つかの間の平和。
I'll be honest with you, I'm not 100% confident in my translation of what Urianger is saying here, at least not in the most accurate way possible. I conferred with two of my Japanese friends, and the best they could come up with was telling me that he has a very strange way of speaking and that they didn't quite understand it themselves. What's the point of having Japanese friends if they can't help further your YouTube career?
されど終焉は近づいています。
Here, Urianger uses the word shuen, which is a part of the subheading for the Japanese version of the game.
So it's like he said the name of the film in the film?
Exactly, brother. Very astute.
I'm saying things. You can see Ishtola talking here, but there are no words coming out of her mouth.
That's true, and if you'll wait just a moment, you see some dialogue that is actually exclusive to the Japanese version. See? Here there is no English translation.
Wow, what an amazing discovery. Moving on.
Here we see that the English version is actually a bit more descriptive, actually mentioning what the Sharlians might have to offer, their council apparently being worth something.
Which maybe isn't all that surprising since they seem to be a people dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge.
This is actually the first time I see the Japanese name of the Science of the Seventh Dawn, the literal translation of the Japanese name of the organization being Blood Pledge of Dawn.
Which sounds a lot more metal if you ask me. Look, they're seeing as his new weapon. He's a Reaper.
Which incidentally is also basically the name of the new class in Japanese. It could have been something like Shinigami, which means Death God, if you're familiar with stuff like Death Note or Bleach, but they went with the English word instead, because it's so cool. This line is an allusion to parts 3.5 in both English and Japanese, the Japanese parts beking called Subete no Shukumei no Hate ni.
They said the name of the film. The old film.
And here we see the Japanese subheading for the game, which reads Gyogetsu no Shuen or Gyogetsu no Finare, meaning the end of the morning moon, which seems appropriate since Endwalker will signal the end of the current storyline of the game, ushering in a new day for Final Fantasy XIV.
I know it's not translation related, but they actually did announce a release date for the game, November 23rd.
Looking forward to it. Thanks for watching. I hope you're as excited as we are for the upcoming release of Endwalker in November.
We're so excited!
So excited! And if you will be joining us for that, then maybe subscribe to the channel.
And leave us a comment and stuff. Okay.
Bye. Oh, forget bird sounds.
Bird sounds.